Hi guys, it seems that people are all focusing on releasing their ISOs. So in EndeavourOS, 3 videos how to own that operating system. Linux Mint 20.1 Cinnamon, new release. Let's boot it up. So I always have a look at the E factor here. So if you type E or tab, sometimes you can open it up and see what's in there. So Linux kernel, Casper, VM Linux, and so on. Quiet, splash, and that's it. And start in compatibility mode, and E Eric, yes. And now it says no mode set. So remember the word, no mode set, no splash, no epic is also interesting, and no ACPI is also interesting. So these things avoid issues, avoid messages. So you can always type it if I wanted to, you just type it and then enter and it's in there. So edit E to edit the commands before booting, or C for a command line. We're gonna install it. I got the red bleed thing, and this is Plymouth. Somebody asked today, is there information about Plymouth? There is not. I rather like to see all the text and all the messages it gives and all the errors it gives, so I keep track every day what's going on with my operating system. So we've got a beautiful way of showing up, right? Let's face it, the first impression is important, and it's a beautiful effect, and the design is great. Install Linux Mint. English, of course. English, of course. I'm noticing one thing, and I want to be great. They stopped using the green. I was never a fan of green. This I can use by default. And then we go up to Belgium. So we're in blue. Continue. Yeah, if you will play some music, the codecs. This is a virtual machine. Some advanced features maybe. Use LVM with new Linux may install. There is ZFS you can use. Or something else. Let's see what something else is. Partition tables, revert, plus, no. We can click here and there. Device for bootloader installation. Back. On anything, on any distro, I'm the guy that chooses simple. Keep it simple, and stupid is what lasts so long. And that's my choice. All right. Now, in the meantime, he's already doing things. So you think maybe, all right, he's already installing it. Continue. And then let's go for this and that and that. Let's not log in automatically, so we can see the Litium, I suppose that will be. And off it goes. So it's already copying. You see, we're already done a lot of stuff in the meantime. GTK box does not have a child property called with. No, we can't make this bigger, but we can scroll up. Setting the time. Discovered calendar, birthdays and anniversaries, yay! It's in there. No disrespect, I'm just in a funny mood. It's still early, that's maybe why. Only had 2 coffees. No guarantee that it gets better after a third one. Oh yeah, we have a slider. I always go technical, but let's have a look at the slider. Firefox, Netflix, YouTube, Spotify, written box, Celluloid, MPV, VLC, Pix, Drawing, GIMP, Inkscape, Skype, WhatsApp, Slack, Telegram. Oh, no Discord, no. Then the LibreOffice choice. WPS Office is really something you should check. if you don't want to learn too much. By that I mean, if you know Word and Excel and PowerPoint and all that, it's exactly the same thing. You don't have to look for your settings because it's exactly the same thing, but it's not Microsoft. Steam, Minecraft, Dropbox and Blender, VirtualBox and Wine. And this was customizing, that was system up to date, this is find help, and we're at the end. And now we can get technical. So the only thing I will do wrong after 5 years on Arch is update. I will type update, or I will type sudo pacman -s. Forget about it. Sudo apt install update upgrade, but apt. That's a word you need to remember, ubiquity, and have a look what it is. Ubiquity. That's the Ubuntu thing. Yeah, Linux Mint is based on Ubuntu. Canonical, that should be ringing a bell. Canonical reference here. Where's Prober is installed to see if Linux Mint or another Linux, if I have Windows installed or something else on the Linux distro, then it'll find it, put it in grub. That's a good question with the history of September 2022 in Arch anyway. Did they jump ship? Are they still using grub or systemd now? Here's the user Eric. Group CD-ROM group. I think it's dip. My eyesight is not getting better. Firmware stuff. The thing is, the longer you stay on a Linux system, the more things you recognize. So here we see the Ubuntu. Oh, done. I was just reading, guys. Restart now. So Plymouth says goodbye to me, and Plymouth greets me. Then we end up in LightYam, SDM, Li, GDM. This is LightYam. Is there anything else? There is the software rendering and the default. And here there are some things to help you: on-screen keyboard, high contrast screen reader, and the keyboard, which is set, fix. And voila, let's go for Eric is logging in. Don't show this message again. And then we have this welcome app. I've made a tutorial about welcome apps, I believe 10ish welcome apps. We looked into it, so this is another one. Show this dialog as startup is good, but later on we know our thing. This is particularly interesting because of the fact that, voila, immediately they send you to actually an application that's in here. They send you to the themes. So we have here colors. You can choose back to the green. Here you don't see the green, but here in the accent you see the green, and some other probably here as well. Let's see if you can open this one. Sometimes here some green stuff. So if we change this, it will be orange stuff. If we change this, this will be orange, and so on. Here's some little accents down there, and here up here. So that's fun. And also, if you really want to go, oh please, too bright, right? Let's go to this. Looks like a good combo. You see the orange coming in here as well. You can go to blue, then it's here, a little line here. So it's fun to see this happening. And then the panel layout, choose your favorite layout, modern and traditional. Choose your favorite layout. I failed to see what's happening. Probably me. System snapshots, so time shot, time. time shift, yeah, that's the word. Time shift is here, and you can launch it. Driver manager, that's something that's typically Ubuntu. So it's gonna look at your hardware, really your hardware, not this virtual machine, but your hardware, and will tell, okay, you need to update this driver or that driver. An update manager, system settings, so that's where we are here. This is the system settings. So Bidata Modern, I like the Bidata Modern Ice, as you know. Let's like I don't know, red. And you can keep on changing, but maybe we need to get out of this because they both want to design it. Documentation, release notes, you just read everything you think is necessary. Voila. So sometimes it's better to just quit and open again and say, let's go for it. Okay, so they're all red at this point in time, so all is good the way it's set. Add and remove, settings, show icons in menus. Okay, later maybe. Let's see if we can get rid of the icons. Might mean us also here if there's somewhere icons, but here there were just these ticks, these choices. I suppose this has to be configured here. If I would like to have less icons, use custom icons and label, blah 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 blah. Right, menu, show category icons, show application icons, and then you have something like this already. I don't think that's nicer actually. So, but there it is. Icon size. So it's a lot of fun to rise your system. What I want is already there, so that makes it easy. One of the things I like in menus is that you just go over it without clicking. We click already so many times, millions, billions of times in our lifetime. So just going over is what I prefer. Oh yeah, maybe you'd like to have a look at the apps that we have, accessories. So Redshift is on board. My experience with that is that it works, then it doesn't work, then it works, then it doesn't work. So I rather have do not like to have Redshift or any app that misbehaves on our ISOs. And it might work here. I'm not judging anything. That's our experience on Arch. Hypnotics is here. That's a fun little tool. Backup tool. Maybe people like backups to have the feeling that is safe. Time shift is the same. Also a backup system. There's a firewall, otherwise they wouldn't have a firewall. Configuration. Alright, and places. Get out, a terminal, GNOME terminal I suppose. About GNOME terminal. I do like the transparent terminal, so let's see if that is possible in colors. Use transparency. From the system theme, that's not working out, so we're gonna use this one, something like that, and then I'm already, well, I like it more. And I'd like to show the menu bar by default. No. Alright, okay, close. So this is already much better. And maybe a little bit bigger because this is quite small for my screen. That would be a better setting. So again, right mouse click, preferences, and set everything you'd like. That's gonna be here a little bit more, and here a little bit more. Close, stop. It's all Linux, right? Doesn't really matter on what system we are. It's GNOME terminal. So learn it from videos. everywhere. Font selection or effects. Let's see if we have something, an icon more than in the past. Yeah, let's just make it big. So backgrounds, all kind of backgrounds. There's Vanessa here, Vera here. Right, but there are enough wallpapers around. Wallhaven is one of the websites to grab them, and in no time you'll have 20 gigabyte. we get our wallpapers in via Variety. He fetches it and I save it if I like it. Oh yes, baby. +1, +2 maybe even. Oh, I'm happy. You select what you want to have. I think 11 would be enough for me already. Feels more comfortable for the eyes. Themes, that's done. Add, remove. Oh yeah, there's a lot more. So in popularity, date, installed, upgradable, all these things. What I definitely like is have a menu that's a little bit more transparent. So if it's not possible to configure it, you might want to go and have a look if it's possible. No, don't think it's possible to go transparent. There is here another thing. So it's probably gonna be in here somewhere. Now we can do a search. Transparent. Okay, that's enough. Numix cinnamon transparent, semi-transparent. Yeah, semi-transparent is what I want actually. Not transparent. Would be too much. But Numix is yellow, but we'll see. So how was this again? Is installed, and you go to here, then you go to applications, now to here. Wow. So this is what you got. The question, here he is. This is the new guy. Sure. Right? And it's all about taste, and you choose something that you like. What else? Accessibility, account deals, applets, daytime, desklets, desktop maybe, computer, mounted drives. You don't want to see all these things as desktop icons. Show missing monitors icon. What? Right? You choose extensions. And then we need to download them first. So there are many things you can add to Linux Mint. So we've seen the themes. Now we see here the extension is called to make it, tile in this case. Tile your windows as you like. And in the meantime, there is an update. Welcome to the update manager and so on. You read the text and you say okay. New version of the update manager. So the update manager updates itself. That's okay. Just remember your password as root. Without it, Mint upgrade info. Mint update. Up, it reboots. So this is a new application, basically. And we go on with general information, compositor, disable everything. No more fun, no more joy, no more design. Hot corners, put something, show all windows, put something in there if you like, if you want. Input method is for the special guys, right? Simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Not for me. Languages, choose a language and set it. Notifications, all kind of things we can set. It's indeed for media. The panel, Here I can say always intelligent hide panel, so it's gone. If you have a very small screen, that is an option, right? Let's go too much. And let's go for too little. And then you decide somewhere in the middle. Font size as well. All right. Panel, preferred applications. Which do you use? So browser, Thunderbird Mail, Celluloid, Image Viewer, LibreOffice, text editor for source code, which is probably Z. Can we type this in? Z. Yeah, text editor. The X apps. And a GNOME terminal. You can install Alacrity if you want. So all the kind of the startup applications, things you might want to get rid from this here. Support for NVIDIA Prime. I mean, we don't. I mean, it's VirtualBox. So this does not need to be there. But of course it's created to support many distros, sorry, many hardware out there. Window tiling. By default, it's in here. Enable window tiling and snapping. Okay. But by that you mean this, or that, or that. Now, this is something I would like them to do default. We're used to have to do this and drag it to the top, that it's not half. I don't like this approach, having it horizontally tiled. I rather like to have it maximize. But that's personal, right? So if I go up here, I drag it over here, that's a Windows 10 or 11 thing. We know it's gonna go full screen, and that's what you need to do. Bluetooth, color, disks. Definitely like disks, so this is GNOME disks. We use it all the time to easily, with a GUI, mount an external hard disk or a second hard disk in your system, to auto mount it. And that's so easily done with this little tool. Display. We can monitor scale. That's okay. No, just one choice. I can flip it, so I don't know how to click anymore. And on some settings. Experimental, enable fractional scaling controls. Ooh, sounds dangerous. Hey, how can I get back? Here's my arrow. Okay. Graphics tablets, don't have one. Keyboard. That's important, of course. That's the first thing you always have to figure out. How do I set my layout? Where's my Belgian keyboard? I don't need a UK keyboard. So here's the plus. You choose what you want and the proper layout, and then you can set the shortcuts and you can start typing. Mouse and touchpad. A double click test, good for the older people, right? How much have we all told our parents or grandparents? It's not click click, it's click click. Right, double click test. So make it easier for them and double click timeout. Turn off screen, good idea. Suspend never, also good idea. Ask, good settings. Printers, we have the system config printer, a cups configuration tool. Remember the word cups if you want to learn Linux cups. All right, let's continue. Sound is here. Good question. Pipe, wire, pulse audio. I don't know. Input, microphone, sounds, application, settings. Okay. System info. So the kernel, maybe you're interested, 5.15.056 for everybody, generic. Here's the driver manager. Maybe it finds something on virtual machine, I'm not sure. The firewall is here. So that's the simple one, the graphical user interface for the firewall here. UFW, close. You change anything you like. Login window. What can we do with the login window? We can share. We can change the background here, the background color, stretch it across multiple monitors. That's an interesting thing. Draw user backgrounds, draw grids, themes that we can set. We bought a modern classic, right? Modern eyes. Mouse pointer, other monitors, bottom left, users, settings. So this is of course interesting, the auto login. And on settings, activate numlock is a good thing. Can't do this. Please install numlock X to use this option. Got it. Voila. The sources, where is everything coming from? So, part of it is coming from Linux Mint, and the bulk is coming from Ubuntu. Not sure what the percentage is. Is it 80-20? Is it 90-10? I don't know. PPAs and maintenance. Keys, right? Those keys always. And then last but not least, the user and groups. A lot of groups. Even fax group. Et voila. We've visited Linux Mint. Next stop is for me the Sardi and the Surfing icons. I try to give them support with those icons. And we can have a look maybe at some other things. So this is video 1. Install it, have a look around. And next up is Sardi and Surfing.